Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful and very easy crochet sun cap. That's made for adults, but you can adjust the instructions and make it for smaller sizes. As you can see, the visor of the cap is so firm, and the cap actually keeps its shape because I made that with Raffia ribbon yarn, this yarn. You can use this yarn and make your cap so firm. And also we need a number 5mm hook. This cap is started from the top with making a circle and then increasing the diameter of the circle to reach desired circumference, and then make the second part of that, the body of that, and at the end make the visor of that. If you're ready, let's get started. Start with making a magic ring. Place the yarn on these two fingers and wrap it around them to form an X in the front, and hold the working yarn between my fingers. Turn my hand to the back, insert the hook under the first loop, grab the second loop, pull it through, twist my hook and make one chain. And now I'm going to start first round. In the first round we need to make 7 single crochets, but this chain counts as the first single crochet, so we need to make another 6 single crochets. Insert the hook into the ring, pull up a loop from that, yarn over, pull through 2. Again, make next single crochet into the magic ring. One more time. And continue making single crochets to reach 6 single crochets totally. 4, 5, and 6. And now we have 7 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this chain, this beginning chain. Now pull this beginning tail to close the magic ring. You can make these stitches closer to each other and then pull the working and then pull the tail. And now I'm going to make an invisible join at top of this chain. So remove my hook and insert that at top of the first single crochet, this single crochet after the beginning chain here from the back. Go under 2 loops of the stitch and grab this yarn. You can turn the work to the other side and pull it through. Okay, and after that insert the hook under this loop, grab this loop, pull the tail and make one chain. And now that's the first single crochet. And now we have 7 single crochets and 7 2 loops at top of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now start round 2. Again, make a chain as the first single crochet. In this round, we're going to increase the number of stitches and make 2 single crochets into each stitch. But in the first stitch, we need to make 1 single crochet only because this chain counts as first single crochet. Go to the same stitch under 2 loops of that, pull up a loop from that, and make 1 single crochet. Go to the next stitch and work 2 single crochets into that. 1 and 2. Again, 2 single crochets into the next stitch. Go under 2 loops of the stitch, make 1 single crochet. Again, go to the same stitch and make another single crochet, and continue working these 2 single crochets all around. Now we're at the end of round 2 and we have 14 single crochets. Remove my hook and insert that under 2 loops of the first single crochet here after this beginning chain. Insert from back, grab this loop and pull it to the back. Then insert the hook under the same loop just made and go to this loop, grab the yarn and pull it through. And now round 2 is finished. Make a chain to start round 3. Again, in this round we're going to increase the number of stitches. So make 1 single crochet only into the first stitch. This chain counts as the beginning single crochet. Then go to the next stitch and work 2 single crochets. 1 and 2. And repeat that work. 1 single crochet into the next, 2 single crochets into the next. One more time. 1 into the next and 2 into the next. And continue making this sequence until the end. At the end of round 3 we have 21 stitches. Again, remove my hook and insert the hook under 2 loops of the first single crochet after this chain. Grab the loop and pull it through to the back. Remove my hook and insert that under this loop just made, and into this loop grab the yarn and pull it through. Now in this round we're going to increase the stitches again. Start with making 1 chain as the first single crochet. Then go to the next stitch and work 2 single crochets. After that, make 1 single crochet into each of next 2 stitches. 1 and 2. Then make 2 single crochets into the next. 1 and 2. And 1 single crochet into each of next 2. And repeat this sequence. Make 2 single crochets here, 1 here, 1 here, 2 single crochets here, 1 into the next, 1 into the next. Continue until reach the end. At the end, after working last increase, I should make 1 single crochet only into the last stitch, and then attach the yarn in the same way into the first single crochet after this chain. Grab this loop, pull it through to the back, and go under this loop and this loop behind the work, and pull the yarn and pull up a loop. And now we have 2 single crochets in this repeat after the increase, 1 at the beginning and 1 at the end, such as other repeats. And we have 28 stitches totally at the end of round 4. Start round 5 with making 1 chain as the first single crochet, then work 1 single crochet into the next stitch and 1 single crochet into the next. And now we have 30 single crochets. Then make 1 increase into the next, 1 and 2, and repeat the work. Make 30 single crochets, then make 1 increase, 1, 2 and 3, and then make 2 single crochets into the next, 1 and 2, and repeat same sequence, 3 single crochets, 1 increase until the end of round. At the end of round 5, again remove my hook and insert that at top of single crochet after the beginning chain, and grab this loop, pull it through back, and insert the hook under this loop and into this loop, and grab the yarn, pull it through. Now we have 35 single crochets totally. Start round 6 with working 1 chain as the first single crochet, then make 1 single crochet into the next stitch. After that, go to the next stitch and work 2 single crochets here, 1 and 2. In this round, again, we increase the number of stitches. After working each increase, make 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And repeat the sequence. Make 1 increase, 4 single crochets, 1 increase, 4 single crochets. Continue to reach at the end. After making the last increase, we have 2 stitches left, and we should work 1 single crochet into both of them. And then remove my hook and insert that at top of this beginning single crochet after the chain. Grab the loop, pull it through to the back, remove my hook, and insert that under the same loop and into the loop behind that. Grab the yarn and pull up a loop. And we have 42 stitches totally at the end of round 6. Okay, as you can see, the number of single crochets after each increase in each round is 1 more than the stitches of previous round. For example, in round 2 we had 1 increase, 1 single crochet. In next round we had 1 increase, 2 single crochets. In the next round we had 1 increase, 3 single crochets, and in this round we have 1 increase, 4 single crochets. So in next round we should have 1 increase, 5 single crochets. Again, in the next round we should have 1 increase, 6 single crochets, and we should continue making next rounds based on this chart. And at the beginning of each round we should work 1 chain instead of making 1 single crochet, because we want to make the invisible join at the end of each round. So I will continue my work to reach the end of round 10. Okay, now I'm at the end of round 10 and I have 70 single crochets totally. And from now on we don't need to increase the number of stitches in next round, and we're going to make the same 70 stitches in each round. If you want to make this cap for smaller sizes, you can continue your work until round 9 or round 8. You can measure the diameter of the circle, and when you reach the desired diameter, stop increasing and then start this part, the body, with me. Make 1 chain as the first single crochet and then work 1 single crochet into all of these stitches. And at the end of this round, the first round of the body, we should have 70 stitches, the same stitches of previous round. And after that, repeat this work and repeat this round, round 11, several times to reach desired height for the body of your cap. So I will continue this round until the end, and after that I will repeat this round several more times. I repeated the first round of the body, or round 11, 8 more times, and now I have 9 rounds in total for the body. And I'm going to measure the height of my work from here, the last round, to the center of the magic ring. That's 17 centimeters, and that's enough for me because it reaches to my earlobe. And if you want to have a shorter body for your smaller sizes, you can subtract some of these rounds and make these rounds less than me to reach the earlobe. And then we're going to fast enough. So I cutted the yarn and I'm going to pull this loop and with a needle go under 2 loops of the first single crochet of the round. After this chain, the beginning chain, pull the yarn and then go to the center of this chain at top of the last single crochet between 2 loops of that, and under a 3rd loop of that also pull the yarn to the back and then hide that. Go under these loops of the stitches and pull the needle okay, and then come back and insert the needle under the same loops except the first one in the opposite direction and then cut the yarn. And repeat the same work for the beginning tail, this tail. Now we're going to start the third part of our cap, or the visor of that, from the front point of this joining point from here, and make the first row of the visor in this point. And now we have 70 stitches totally, and we're going to make 14 stitches for the first row of the visor in this point. And since we want to place this point, the joining point, at the middle of our back, we're going to count 28 stitches from here to reach the correct stitch to start the visor from that. So count from here the first stitch of the last round and count 28. Now start the first row of the visor from here, attach the yarn and make a chain, and after that make 1 single crochet into the same stitch and hide this tail through my work, and then work 1 single crochet into each of next 13 stitches to have 14 single crochets totally. 1 single crochet into the next, 1 single crochet into the next, and continue to reach 14. After working 14 single crochets, make a chain and cut the yarn and pull that. And now start the second row from the previous stitch of this stitch, the base of first stitch of first row here. Make a chain and then make 1 single crochet into the same stitch and hide the tail through the work. And after that, in this row, we're going to increase the number of these stitches, so make 2 single crochets at top of each single crochet. Go to the first stitch, the first single crochet of previous row, make 2 single crochets here, 1 and 2. Again 2 single crochets into the next stitch, 1 and 2. One more time, 2 single crochets into the next, and continue increasing to reach the last stitch of 14 stitches of row 1. After working all increases, go to the next stitch of the last round of the body and make 1 single crochet here, and then make a chain and cut the yarn and pull that. You can lay out this tail through this row and make next row and hide this tail through making next row. And row 2 is finished and we have 30 stitches totally. Start row 3. Start from 1 stitch before this stitch here. Attach the yarn make a chain, make 1 single crochet into the same stitch, and after that make 1 single crochet into each stitch of 30 stitches of previous row and hide this tail through the work. 1 here, 1 into the next stitch of row 2, 1 into the next, and continue until the end. Okay, after working all of 30 single crochets, make 1 single crochet from the last round of the body again after this stitch, and row 3 is finished. Make a chain and cut the yarn. Pull this loop, tighten that, and start row 4 again in the same way. start from here, one stitch before this beginning stitch of previous row here. Attach the yarn and make a chain and one single crochet into the same stitch and repeat previous row. Make one single crochet into all stitches of previous row. Don't make any increase. One here and hide the tail. One into the next. And continue working single crochets until the end. Okay, at the end, again make one single crochet into the next stitch of the last round of the body here, and make a chain and fasten off. At the end of row 4 we have 34 stitches, and at the end of row 3 we should have 32 stitches. Okay, we made 14 stitches in row 1, 30 stitches in row 2, 32 in row 3, and 34 in row 4. Now for starting row 5, make 2 single crochets here, not one. So make one single crochet into the stitch, first make a chain and then start with making one single crochet into the same stitch, one into the next stitch from the body, and after that make one single crochet at top of each stitch of previous row. Here the first stitch is here, insert one single crochet at top of that and continue making one single crochet into each stitch until reach the end. After making all stitches, make 2 stitches into the next stitches of the last round of the body, such as beginning 2 stitches of same row. Here we have 2 stitches here and 2 stitches here, and row 5 is finished, and now we have 38 stitches totally. Cut the yarn and start next row. Okay, in the next row, row 6, we're going to increase the stitches again, such as row 2, but with some differences. Start from 2 stitches before the beginning stitch of previous row here. Attach the yarn, make a chain and one single crochet into the same stitch, okay, one here and one here. Hide the tail through the work. Okay, now in this row we're going to make 7 single crochets and 1 increase. So make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, and after that in the next stitch make 2 single crochets, 1 and 2, and repeat same sequence, 7 single crochets, 1 increase until the end. Okay, after working the same sequence 5 times totally, I'm at the end and I'm going to make 1 single crochet into each of next 2 stitches of the last round of the body, such as the beginning 2 stitches here, and make a chain and cut the yarn. And row 6 is finished, and in this row 6, we should have 47 single crochets totally. Now For next two rows, row 7 and row 8, we should repeat row 5, row of making 2 single crochets and then 1 single crochet into each stitch until the end, and again 2 single crochets from the body. So attach the yarn to the stitch 1 and 2 before the first stitch of previous row and make a chain, 1 single crochet here, 1 into the next, and then go to the first stitch of previous row and work 1 single crochet into that, and continue making 1 single crochet into all stitches to reach the end, and at the end make 1 single crochet into these 2 stitches of the last round of the body, and then repeat this row one more time. And at the end of row 7 we should have 51 stitches totally, and at the end of row 8 we should have 55 stitches totally. Continue this round until the end, and then I repeat this round one more time and I'll come back. Okay, I made last 2 rows, but before starting the last row I attached the yarn to 30 stitches before the first stitch of previous row, and then without chaining make 1 single crochet into the next and 1 single crochet into the next, and after that continue working 1 single crochet into each stitch of the previous row to have a smooth edge here. You can make this work for other rows. I forgot to say this. You can make other rows in this way to have a smooth edge and the right side of your visor. And now I'm at the end of row 8 and I have 55 stitches totally, and I'm going to make 1 slip stitch into all of these stitches of the last round of the body until reach here. So go to the next stitch and make a slip stitch. Again, go to the next stitch and make a slip stitch. Don't make these slip stitches so tight. Continue making them to reach the other end of the visor. Now I reached the other corner of the visor and I made all of these slip stitches, and now I'm going to cut the yarn after working the last slip stitch into the last single crochet. I'm going to pull this tail and with a needle go under these 2 loops of the first single crochet here from the bottom, and then insert the hook into this point between 2 loops of the last slip stitch and grab the yarn and pull it to the back to complete the last slip stitch, and then hide the tail through the work. Okay, I cutted all of the tails and ironed the work from the inside of that, and now our beautiful crochet cap is ready. I hope you like that and make it for yourself and other members of your family or your friends. Have a nice day.